Well, hello there and welcome back to Greg's Game Room. Now today I would like to talk about something that probably a lot of you already have, and that is the Nintendo Classic. I was not able to get the Nintendo Classic back when it was originally released because it was really hard to come by and really rather expensive. So what I ended up doing was going to Nintendo.com and purchasing a refurbished unit. And today I'm gonna open the box and show you what it would be like should you purchase one of these refurbished units. So can't wait to get into this. All right, well here it is, the NES Mini in the refurbished packaging. It's kind of a no frills box, you know, it's just your basic box. There's really not a whole heck of a lot to it, except this really awesome sticker that they put on here that says, E for everyone, 10 plus with mild violence. What NES games have mild violence in today's day and age? Really not a whole heck of a lot. All right, so let's open this up and see what we got here. And we got the packing information that was actually in a different box, but I just put it in here just to keep it all together. Anyway, we don't need that. Then you got your HDMI cable here. Not bad. It's always good to have extra HDMI cables. Then we got the controller here all wrapped up in this fancy bubble wrap. Give that to my daughter. Ah, here we go. Here's the NES Mini controller. Oh my gosh. Wow, that feels really, really good. Buttons, the start and select buttons are rubbery, just like you would expect. You got the Wii style connector, but here is a comparison with the actual NES controller. Wow, it's I didn't even notice it, but the my real original NES controller's gone a little bit yellow. I guess the plastic has changed slightly. I mean, very slightly different. Maybe just because this one's new, but as far as I can tell, they're pretty much the same. Still got that rubbery feeling to the buttons, which is nice and perfect. The D-pad feels a little bit flatter than the original one. This one seems slightly raised. Oh yeah, there's my save. That's how I remember to save on my EverDrive. Is I gotta push down. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like the D-pad is just slightly lower than a real one, a little bit flatter than a real NES controller. Feels nice actually. It might actually feel slightly better than a real controller because I always dig my fingers right there into the corners of these D-pads, but on this one it feels a little bit flatter, a little bit smoother, probably a little bit easier to play. And then here's the back. This looks a little bit different still. This is the original, this is the new one. Here's an interesting fact. This one appears to be made in China, where my original NES controller was made in Japan. All the best stuff is made in Japan. And we got your power adapter, your USB power adapter. And as you can see, it's got the micro USB connector there. Or is that the mini? I don't know, I always get that confused. And then you get this little power brick here, which actually is branded with Nintendo on the back of it. That's pretty nice. Legit Nintendo power brick. Then we've got a little bit of literature here, the NES Classic Edition. I don't know if this is any different than what you would get with the original box or not, or this is just a special thing. This could be the same as what you get on a real one, I don't know. Got your documentation here on how to set it up. And then we got the instructions de démarrage. Is that in French? Oh, look at this. Star Tropics tip. The secret frequency revealed when you dip Dr. J's letter in water is 747 megahertz. Ah. And lastly, the coup de grace, the actual NES Mini itself. Again, all wrapped up in this nice bubble wrap. You've probably seen a million videos about this already. You got your little power button there. You got your reset button there, which is kind of clicky. It's not a springy kind of reset button like on the real NES. You can't flip that up, as we know. Then on the back you've got your HDMI out and your power in. And that's basically all you got. Now let's compare this to a real NES. Holy moly, look at the size of this. Box is in my way here. Get out of here. Yeah, this is the real NES. The monstrosity. That thing's huge. I mean, that's like the 5200 compared to the like the 7800. Look at the size. I mean, it's quite a bit different in size. And like I was saying on the real NES, the reset button's kind of springy. Like, see if you can hear this. compared to the button that you get on the NES Classic. Slightly different. Another difference is on the bottom of the NES, and probably most NESs looks quite a bit different. Port here on the bottom was intended to be an expansion port of some kind, but they never did it. But they didn't replicate this design on the NES Mini. Kind of not really necessary, but it would have been a nice detail to have included. Alright, well that's the unboxing, so let's go ahead and hook this bad boy up and give it a playthrough. I've never actually played with one of the NES Minis before. And one more thing that I'd like to do is just do a quick comparison of the sizes between the NES Mini, the Sega Genesis Mini, the PlayStation Classic, and the gigantic TurboGrafx 16 Mini. Alright, so here we go. I've got it hooked up with my Wii Pro controller, and looks like it works good. Starts us off with the languages, and I'm gonna hit the A button to select, hit OK, and there we go. We're right here in the menu. Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania, Simon's Quest, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out, Star Tropics, Super C, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers 3, Tecmo Bowl, Legend of Zelda, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, and back to Balloon Fight again. I like how down here at the bottom you've got the list of all the different games, so you can kind of see what's coming up. Of course, at the top we got a few display options. You got your CRT filter, you got your 4x3, and then you got your Pixel Perfect, which kind of cuts the sides off a little bit. I think I would probably go with that just to make sure that, you know, everything looks exactly the way it should be. Now on the CRT filter, of course, that is the scan lines, which, you know, I kind of like scan lines, but sometimes it just doesn't look right. But let's go ahead and see how this looks here. We'll do the good old Super Mario Brothers. We'll start that up. See, I don't know. It just looks slightly blurry to me with the scan lines. Also, it's slightly weird playing with the Wii controller instead of the actual NES controller. I don't know, this just looks awful to me. It looks terrible. Let's see if we can switch out of this. We hit the home button on the Wii controller, and there we go, back out again. And can I change the display and then go back in? Let's try that. Oh, I just saved it. And I locked it. Don't know how I locked it. Okay, yeah, see that, I don't know, that just looks better to me. Now, I played a lot of Super Mario Brothers in my time, and I've never died quite so easily before like that. So I'm gonna see how well the response time is. Just, you know, totally unscientific approach. Ooh, see, normally I would have made that jump just fine. I don't know, it does feel just a slight bit sluggish. When I hit the jump button, it seems like he's a little bit, just slightly slow. Which can be a problem, I would imagine, in games like, oh, look at that. In games like Punch-Out, it would probably be an issue, because the timing has to be perfect in Punch-Out. Alright, let's see what we have under here for options. We got Demo. I'm not sure what Demo does, but I just leave it on. Auto Shutdown. I guess that means if you don't play with it for very long, it'll turn off. And then the screen burn reduction, which, you know, your typical screensaver stuff. Of course, we got the language settings if we want to change it. Legal notices, which, what's in the legal notices? Oh, okay. Stuff that nobody cares about. And then you got the manuals, which of course you have to scan in order to get the manuals. You can't actually read them on the device itself. And then I notice when I'm here selecting a game, we've got the select button. Will allow me to sort by 2-player games, by recently played, by times played, by release date, by publisher, by title, and I think by title is the one that I would stick with, because I'd rather just go, you know, alphabetically go through my games. And now if I push down, apparently, it will show me the save states that I have. Of course, I have nothing here for Double Dragon 2. And that's pretty much it. It's very basic. It's not super complicated. Let's try Punch-Out just to see how well I can do timing-wise. Come on, punch at me. What do you mean, come on? I've already been coming on this whole time. Go down. Stay down. See, I played this so many times, I know even before he swings when to move. But I imagine some of the other fighters who you have to have very precision timing with, I just don't see that as... Come on, do it. I see that as a possible problem. Although I will say the image looks very nice and crisp and clean. Boom! Knocked him down. Okay, so can I save the state here? That's a good question, because I can't do that on my EverDrive. But I can here. Nice. So I can come back to that later. Alright, here's a game that I play pretty much all the time. So I will know if there's anything weird about it or any differences. So let's see how well I can do. Now keep in mind I'm playing this on the Wii Pro Controller, so it is slightly different than what I'm used to playing with the actual real NES controller. I should hook up the real controller and play with it, but I don't know, I just thought it'd be different. If I can get this through this first level without dying, then I will give it the Greg's Game Room seal of approval. For whatever that's worth. I need that spread, there it is, give me the spread. Alright. I wonder why they went with Super C instead of Contra. I mean, personally, I think Contra is a little bit harder than Super C. Alright, if I can beat this helicopter before it gets to the side, I should be good to go. Oh, don't you come up on me like that. Oh, got it. Yes. Alright, well, I approve. I approve of this version of Super C for the NES Classic. Let's do Castlevania. I only recently started playing this game, honestly. I mean, I've played it a few times through emulation and whatnot, but, you know, not seriously. And for some reason, I just decided to start playing it on my EverDrive, and I got about halfway through it. Of course, I do the old save and restart trick whenever I die. Which, I don't know, is that cheating? Is it cheating to kind of, you know, keep saving it and reloading it when you die? Alright, let's see what else we got to play. We'll go ahead and save that setting. What else should I play? Oh, gotta play Donkey Kong. I wonder what version of Donkey Kong this is. Is this the one that has all 4 levels, or is it the one that just has the 3 levels? You know, as good as the graphics are in this compared to the original game, I don't know, the hammer always looked a little off to me. It seemed like the hammer was just slightly bigger than it should have been. And this makes no sense to me. Why would the second stage be the third stage? This should be the rivets. This should be the rivet stage here. See if I can make this jump. Oh yeah. Why go the long way when you can take a shortcut? See, look at the hammer up there. It just looks, it looks a little bit bigger than the arcade does. Come on down here. Come on. What's the matter? You coward? You chicken? Get back here. Come on down. Down over there. There you go. Yeah, baited you, didn't I? Oh, now you're gonna hit me across that? Uh-oh. Got it. You're done. Go back and get this guy. Come on, come on. I don't need the hammer anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Aww. I like to see Mario just stand there in midair. It's different than the arcade. There is a slight sluggishness when he jumps, I'm afraid. It seems like it would be a little bit more instantaneous from when I push the button. Yep, this would be just the 3-level version. There was a 4-level version that came out, I think it was for the 25th anniversary. And I don't know if it was a cartridge or if it was just a hack, but there is a 25th anniversary ROM that has all 4 levels. Ooh, Double Dragon 2: The Revenge, one of my favorite beat-em-ups ever. Oh, ooh, that was a move I'd never done before. Oh, I'm gonna kick you. There you go. How do you like the knee kick? Oh, I gotta go up here now. What happens if I fall off? I guess I die. Wait, let's do that again. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I just don't want to fight you. I'm just gonna keep jumping off the side. I don't care. Let's try a little Dr. Mario. Oh shoot, I totally missed that. Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh! I just killed the patient. Oh, that was quick. How about some Excite Bike? Hey, I wonder if the editor would work with Excite Bike now. Because then you could save it. Design. So yeah, I could go to Design and make my own track. And then I could save it because I would be saving it as a save state. What am I doing here? Oh. Oh my gosh. Just keep spamming those. Finish. There's the finish. Okay, can we play it? I just want to crash into him and knock him over, but it didn't work. It's fun to watch them crash. Oh. Oh, there's no way you can get through this without crashing. Oh, he did like the Evel Knievel thing. What? How did I come in first? So I guess I could save it that way if I wanted to. If I want to jump out, create that track, and then come down here and hit save, I could save the track and let other people play it. Alright, how about Galaga? This is one of the best versions of Galaga. I mean, it's very close to the arcade. I got him right before I jumped into the tractor beam. Yes! Now, if only I had auto fire. Let's see if I can do this. Oh no, they came out a little bit too soon. Oh! That second wave came out too soon. In the arcade, they give you a little bit more. Oh man, they give you a few more seconds. Ah. Ghosts and Goblins, one of my least favorite games of the Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts series, because these games are just so hard. They're just incredibly hard. They're just no fun because you die within like 2 seconds. This is probably further than I've ever gotten before in this game. Stay away from me, you ugly red demon. Oh, what happened? He hit me and then it looked like I fell in the water and like I was like hanging onto the side. Let's do a little Gradius. It's a good game, but I think I prefer Life Force just slightly. Right out of the gate, this game is hard. Am I invincible? Oh, I thought I was invincible there. Never been a fan of this game's power-up system. And I just want to collect a new laser cannon. I don't want to like purchase them from it's kind of a store down there at the bottom. You have to have a certain number of power-ups in order to buy certain things. It's almost like they combined a store with an action game, but you know, stopping the action. Now, Mario Brothers is a really good conversion of the arcade game. All right, let's get all these turtles on the screen here. I'm gonna hit them with the POW. Gotcha. 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 Boom! That was quick. Kind of funny how they tried to mimic the arcade's graphics just slightly, like with that Coca-Cola sign and everything. But the game is totally different than the arcade. Oh, he got me! I mean, of course this game had to be on the NES, one of the biggest games of all time, but I find it interesting that it is actually here on the NES Classic. Do you think of Pac-Man when you think of the NES? And how about a little Super Mario 3? Yeah, again, it feels a little bit sluggish, very slightly sluggish. Oh no! No! Oh! Oh, I missed the mushroom. Oh no, I fell down the pit. I don't think I've ever fallen down there before either. I always thought this was really clever to knock the turtle shell into the question block. Get the feather. Get the feather! Oh my goodness. Alright, well there you have it. That's my review of the NES Classic. I've been calling it the Mini all this time because pretty much all the other little consoles these days are called Minis, but this one was called the Classic. And overall I would say it's a pretty nice system. It looks very similar to the original, the real thing. A few minor differences like the little, expansion port on the bottom that nobody's really gonna notice anyways. I like how they got the little miniature buttons there that are just exactly like the real thing. And it's nice that you can hook it up to HDMI and all that good stuff. And the options for the different video modes are nice as well. Being able to save your game is a huge bonus. But a couple of things that stand out to me that I really don't like about this system. One is the selection of games. While a lot of them are classics, some of them I just don't have any interest in. Probably about a third of the games on here I will never play. The other thing is the slight delay that I've noticed on the system. I played a real NES pretty much my entire life. I can tell when there is just the slightest bit of a delay, and I can see how that could be a problem in some games where timing is extremely important. But overall, I say it's a pretty decent little system if you want to relive your childhood. I got it on Nintendo.com for $49, and I would say that's a pretty good deal for a refurbished unit. And honestly, it looks brand new. I can't see any marks on it or anything, so yeah, I'm very pleased that I didn't pay like $130 for it. So anyway, how do you feel about the NES Classic or any of the other mini systems that are out on the market? If you have one, let me know down in the comments. I'd really be interested to hear from you. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe, and especially the bell icon if you want to see more content like this. Thank you for watching, take care, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.